So far, we have studied the basic definition of average and the average calculation of consecutive numbers and certain sequences. Now, with that knowledge, we'll proceed to solve a set of examples. Here, the given question is the average of 6 consecutive numbers starting with 12 is. In the problem statement, it is given that we have 6 consecutive numbers starting with 12. They are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. From quick trick 2, this is the trick which belongs to a count of even numbers, we can say that the desired average value will be the mean value of these two numbers 14 and 15. So that value is 14.5. Next example, A, B, C, D, E are 5 consecutive numbers with an average 80. What is the sum of A and D? In the problem definition, 5 consecutive numbers which are designated as A, B, C, D, E are given to us and their average value is 80. From quick trick 1, we know this is the trick which belongs to a count of odd numbers. From this trick, we can say that the middle number will be the average value. So the value of C is 80. So if we know one number among a set of consecutive numbers, then we can write the remaining numbers. So the value of C is 80. Then the value of B becomes 79 and the value of A will be 78. Similarly, the value of D is 81 and the value of E is 82. Here we need the summation of A and D, which is equal to 78 plus 81. That value is 159. Next example, P, Q, R and S are 4 consecutive even numbers with an average 18. What is the product of P and R? Here in the problem definition, 4 consecutive even numbers are given to us. They are designated as P, Q, R and S. And the average of this sequence is given as 18. So from quick trick 2, we can say that the average of this given sequence is nothing but the average of these two numbers Q and R, and its value is 18. So the possible values of Q and R which are giving its average 18 is 16 and 20. Because Q and R must be even numbers and the two possible even numbers which are giving an average 18 would be 16 and 20. So the remaining two numbers P and S would be 14 and 22 respectively. Here we need the product of P and R which is equal to 14 times 20. That value is 280. Next example. A, B, C and D are 4 consecutive odd numbers with an average 72. What is the difference between D and B? Again, 4 consecutive odd numbers are given to us. They are designated as A, B, C and D. And from quick trick 2, again we can write the average of the given sequence is the average of these two numbers B and C. And it is given as 72. So, the two possible values of B and C would be 71 and 73 because it is an odd sequence, odd consecutive sequence. So, the possible values of A and D would be 69 and 75 respectively. Here we need the difference between D and B. So D minus B is equal to 75 minus 71, whose value is equal to 4. Next example, the average of 7 consecutive numbers is 20. The largest of these numbers is. Here in the problem definition, 7 consecutive numbers average is given to us. Let us designate those 7 numbers as A, B, C, D, E, F and G. From quick trick 1, we can say that the average value of this sequence would be the middle number which is D. So that the value of D is 20. From which we can write the value of E would be 21 and the value of F 22 and the value of G 23. So G is equal to 23 is the largest number of the sequence. Next example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G are consecutive even numbers. J, K, L, M, N are consecutive odd numbers. The average of all the numbers will be. Here in the problem definition, two sequences are given to us. One is a set of consecutive even numbers which are designated as A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Just observe here, this is a set of odd count. Similarly, another set is given to us. It is a set of consecutive odd numbers which are designated as J, K, L, M and N whose count is 5. So from quick trick 1, here we can directly say that the average value of the first sequence is D and the average value of second sequence would be L. So if we want the average of all the numbers together, then it would be simply given by taking the average value of first sequence summed with the average value of second sequence divided by 2. So this is the average of all the numbers. Next example, average of all even numbers between 222 and 250 is. It is quite lengthy to write all consecutive even numbers ranging between 222 and 250. In fact, it is not required. While studying trick 1 and 2, I have given you an observation which says that in these type of sequences, consecutive sequences which are having even numbers, odd numbers or just consecutive numbers, then the average can be given by taking the average of its starting number and terminating number. So the desired average would be 222 plus 250 over 2. So that value is 472 over 2, which is equal to 236. So the desired average value is this 236. Next example, 8 consecutive numbers are given. If the average of the two numbers that appear in the middle is 6, then the sum of the 8 given numbers is. It's a good question. Here, 8 consecutive numbers are there. Let us designate them as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. From quick trick 2, we can say that the average of these 8 consecutive numbers would be the average of these two middle numbers, and that average value is given to us, so that the average of the given sequence is equal to 6. So this 6 is the average of the given sequence, and this is nothing but sum of these 8 numbers over the count, that is 8. Here we need sum of the 8 given numbers, which is equal to 6 times 8, which is 48.